what's going on, folks? Another episode of Ryan Reviews Everything, and man, there was a lot into this episode. Even though Sax died, he definitely still is a problem, even beyond the grave. I mean, goodness gracious. So let's just get into it. Shoot, I don't even know where to start. It was so much to go. You know, as you know, I might skip around here and there. So yeah, let's just start with Sax. Like I said, man. Even in death, he's still getting on people's bad side. You know, he sent letters to several people. Monet got it. His lover, you know, the DA or the not DA, the attorney. Even Two Bit, who made a surprise appearance. So I really thought that was very, very, very smart, very clever on Sax's part. You know, I thought that was genius. Just no matter what, he is trying to take the St. Patrick's down even in death. I thought that was clever but petty, you know. And all those letters really set some other stuff in motion. If you remember the letter to Monet, just trying to let him know that, hey, you know, Tariq, I think, well, let him know like Tariq is a snitch. You can't really trust him like that. And then you got the letter that went to, as I mentioned, I'll put the name in. I forget the name. So many names. But put the name, you know, let her know just to let go of the white whale. Just chill out. That was probably obviously the most sentimental letter out of all the ones he sent, you know, after his death. And then, of course, Two Bit, who I swear, I don't know when it's going to happen, but Tariq definitely going to have to off Two Bit or something. Every time Two Bit come around, Tariq, it's just like a bully situation. My man, you know, took my man's car, was letting him know, hey, I still need to make some payments to me. You still owe me this and the third. At some point, Tariq gonna have to put this guy in the ground, like for good. So once again, the letters was dope. Speaking of Monet, you know, I thought it was great foreshadowing from Lorenzo Tejada. You know, his ghost that one episode was like, look, your kids are gonna find out you can't hide this secret forever. And what do you know? Even though Drew had to take out Gordo, the rest of Gordo's family, the dying words of the mother was like, you know, Monet is the one who killed your father. You know, Monet told Gordo about it. Gordo was the one who killed, you know, all that. And so just full circle. Now we definitely have a family divided. It's literally Monet versus her kids. And it's kind of a wild situation because it's like, you know, I'm kind of on Monet's side. You know, call it what you want, but it's like, y'all father killed my son, Zeke. You know, your father, I don't care if it was by accident, your father killed Zeke and was lying and was playing in my face about it as if he ain't do it. So yeah, I did take it. I'm glad she stood 10 toes on that. Like, yeah, I killed, you know, finally admitting it. If we're gonna keep it a buck, you know, y'all father killed Zeke. So y'all know what it was. So I don't know what's going to end up with that situation. Could be dangerous. I don't know if any of the children are going to have the heart enough to actually kill Monet, their mother. But so I don't know what to make of it. You know, that is going to be interesting. I highly doubt that that's going to come to a close in the season finale next week. But definitely some ammunition for next season is what I could imagine. And the other thing I really thought was wild, we definitely see Uncle Lucas from Weston Holdings leaving the rest of the family just to take the short end of the stick. He was definitely on some schemy stuff. And when it came down to it, your boy Brayden is finally a killer. He finally caught a body. Definitely didn't seem like it was the most premeditated thing. Out of a fit of rage, being that Lucas was going to do all that underhanded, you know, Ponzi scheme stuff and just leave the rest of the family holding the bag. Yeah, man. You know, you're talking about Brayden's father, his older brother, even though he can't stand him. You're talking about his nuclear family, his mom, his sister. All these people got to pay because of shady old uncle. I could see why the uncle had to go. So that was dope. And of course, the biggest surprise. Well, you know what? Before the biggest surprise, Effie definitely held it down. Effie definitely doesn't look like the type to snitch. I thought it was hilarious about Kane coming through looking like a public defender. Like there's something about the way Kane carries himself does not scream lawyer. You know, even though he's in a suit and he's pretending to be a lawyer, it's like, all right, man, whatever. I found that hilarious. I'm sorry. And yeah, Effie gonna hold it down. If I'm not mistaken, I think she does get out in the season finale. And finally, the biggest surprise, we see Tommy, you know, took a break from his own show, Power Force, took his break from running stuff in Chicago, come back to hunt down Tasha. So, you know, I don't know if, you know, which kind of, to me, you know, I'm sure if you come across this video, maybe you can correct me. That seemed kind of random. It's like, how in the world did he know where Tasha lived? Actually, I kind of answered my own question. If I'm not mistaken, like, did Sack send him a letter? Send Tommy a letter? Either way, I was definitely surprised by the Tommy cameo. He definitely came through, ready to kill Tasha. I was left on the edge of my seat when it all went down. You know, a cop comes through, tries to kill Tommy. Tommy kills the cop instead. Right before Tariq is about to off Tommy because he's trying to protect his mom, boom, he gets knocked out unconscious. So I'm on the edge of my seat. I have no idea what's going to happen with that Tasha and Tommy situation. But if I were to guess, I really feel like Tasha is going to talk some sense into Tommy into not killing her. And who knows, maybe this is going to be some type of a lead off to season 2 of Power Book Force. Maybe Tommy returns to Chicago with Tasha for some, you know, random reason. Maybe it, you know, he ends up needing her help. I don't know, but definitely was a lot to get into. So if you saw this episode, let me know what you thought about it. I'm thinking it's dope. I can't believe the season finale is already upon us next week. These episodes are going by fast. These seasons are going by faster. But nevertheless, I'm excited to see what's in store. Love it or hate it, that's my review. Peace.